Hey everyone, I just thought we'd show you a little bit about what Steph and I are doing today. This hive here is kind of in a rough shape. They've got a big hole down here. I don't really know what that's from. It could be like a raccoon or a skunk. And then another hole here that we've patched up. So what we're gonna do is give them brand new boxes. It's kind of morning and it's a beautiful day. So I was in some other bees this morning. They seem like they're in a good mood. We'll see what they're like. I always try to go no veil and give them a chance. And then if I get stung, I usually put on a veil. But we'll see how they're feeling. So the first thing you do is pop the lid off. And sometimes the frames will stick to the lid, so you kind of have to hold it down here. Pop it off like that. See all the... Not really any bees actually in this top box. This is a honey super, and you can tell because it's yellow. And all they're gonna do is put honey in here. You can see that. So we're just gonna pick your hive tool. It's been my experience that if you breathe really calmly, they won't even know you're there, because the main way that they sense danger or anything is by their smell. They have a very acute sense of smell. So if you breathe, or if I speak to and breathe my carbon dioxide into the hive, they'll sense me right away, and that's why they sting your face, because they can smell it. So try not to breathe too much. And just stay calm. So we'll give them some smoke here. Smoker's getting a bit hot. They don't like hot smoke. Let me grab this new box here. And then what you want to do is come in from the side. And they have these spacers here. Kind of pry like that. And push them. Push them all down.
It's breaking.
And you want to separate this one frame. Everything's quite heavy at the moment and sticky because it's called the spring flow. We've got a lot of honey in here.
Wow.
You can see I kind of accidentally scraped off a bunch of honey.
Yeah.
That's
So the comb kind of came off.
good for eating. And it is like so incredibly good. It tastes like honey, but it really tastes better. It's fresh, and it's unlike the honey that we'll typically have. I don't know, it's like you can taste the different types of flour. And we'll loosen up this other frame, and it's all just about slow, gentle movements. And they will not bother you if you're not really bothering them. This here looks like just got honey, little patch of brood in the middle, which are babies. And then over here you can see she has drone brood.
Which is raised.
And they stick out like that, and that's, I'll show you.
You can kind of see it on the side.
Yeah.
They're raised.
This is a drone
Bigger.
here. So he's fat, and they have no stinger. So you can't do anything.
And all they do is eat.
You can see that's full of pollen, see the color, and then surrounding that you see the shiny nectar, which they're going to eventually take out the moisture by fanning the hive so that it becomes more syrupy like honey, and then they're going to cap it like that, and that's officially honey under there. Yeah, they cap it with wax. So you'll notice we had a honey and then pretty much another honey. And what I would expect here is just more pollen and nectar. They keep their eating resources on the outside. And this is propolis right here. That's what they use wax, but propolis.
It's darker.
And it's dark and quite hard. Anyway, so here's another. Well, she does have some brood in the middle there. Lots of bees. But mostly nectar.
Looks empty in there, but it's actually just dark. The dark nectar in the frames.
And we do have some eggs there, so
Some
it's
drone
possible the
cells.
queen is close. If we can find the queen, that would be really neat. But here, get in there. You can see in the bottom left there's a bunch of larvae.
I don't know if... Where?
You might be able to see, who knows. So it would be my guess here that they're not even fully aware that we're in here. And I haven't been buzzed once, so they're easy going right now. In a good mood. As long as I don't accidentally jerk them. So there's some more brood. Now you see, now that we're getting into the middle,
More and more.
we're going to see more and more eggs and brood. I'm just taking quick looks for the queen here. Yeah, sometimes it's easy to mistake a drone for the queen because the drones are bigger but they're very fat and kind of plump looking, whereas
Stubby.
the queen is long and skinny and she has a really long tail.
Yeah, she's thinner.
So once you know what a queen looks like, you can't miss her when you see her, but she can hide quite well. So I would expect this one to be mostly brood.
This is the middle frame.
Yeah.
The 5th of 9.
So she actually doesn't really have any brood in here, but she has a lot of eggs, and they're about to actually cap that. That's probably a better angle on the other side. So yeah, this is sort of the process. I'm gonna put all these frames in this box, and then I'm going to give them a bit of smoke and probably scrape this wax off the top, just so they're all fitting in here nice. And depending on the hive's tendencies, they'll either put wax or propolis, and if it's propolis, it's really hard to scrape off and it can shake them up a little bit. Ooh, look at this hive, or look at this frame. And then we'll pause the video and I'll try to find the queen here for you guys. But this, she's got a good pattern of brood. And then she's surrounded it all with honey. So look at all that brood. All that in the middle, that big sort of football shape is brood that it looks like it's pretty much about to hatch.
It's a bit darker and capped.
Yeah.
And then the yellow honey, that's capped with wax on the sides.
It looks like they haven't quite built the comb out there.
Oh, not.
I don't know why. But
oh, you can see a few larvae in there still. Weird.
yeah.
They must have fallen out or what?
Yeah. So they were just stuck to the bottom. You can see it looks exactly like a bee, but it's a larvae. And that's a drone. It's got the eyes. I thought I would just say, so I've smoked them a little bit, but we typically will take this wax off, just like this. You just scrape it off, and they don't mind if you're gentle enough. And then I'll put it on top of a metal lid like this, and the sun will just melt it, and then you can scrape it off later because it's really worth keeping because it's quite valuable. It's much more valuable than honey per pound. So then what we'll do is melt it down and sell it. This is just so this is the bottom board. We've changed the boxes. This is just full of like poop and looks like granulated sugar and just crap, that like leaves that would have got in the top, and they'll drag it down all the way to the bottom to bring out the door. So
do a little house cleaning for them.
It's easier for me to do it than for them. And just scrape it off. Got some propolis on the side here. You can see that. But we're all ready for them to move in again. So all the bees that are out, we have to put them in the exact same spot because they'll come to the same spot, and there's nothing there, they'll feel like they have no home. Those are called drift bees. Make sure they're nice and square. And then we've got our second box and that honey super that we're on, which weighs a lot. Voila.
Like new. Much better.
Pretty nice. So we didn't find the queen. I've been bad at that lately, but we'll definitely take another video showing you a queen next time.